probably should just keep recording because apparently it's interesting and maybe comical. I don't know. I think my hair's comical right now. Ugh. Hi guys, this is Connie. This is random car vlog because I am not at home. I am in Baltimore for today because they are having a regional PvP tournament for Pokemon Go. And I brought my various I don't know, how do we deck him out? I'm not sure what kind of words I would use to say. My overly metal embellished oddish fun stuff. So I decided to drive a couple of people who were playing who are very, very good at PvP, regardless of what they think their opinions are of themselves or not. They're very good at PvP. They were able to make regionals. The closest regional location to where we were in Northern Virginia happened to be in Baltimore. And I said, Baltimore, that drive is nothing. I did that drive for a year, at least once a week on average. Excuse me. I've had a lot of coffee. I have had other various fluids and beverages because I wanted to make sure I try to keep hydrated because that's a thing, right? I was out here in the car. I'm right under a Pokemon Go gym that I had kind of been defending and then said, let me be the responsible semi-lazy YouTuber that I am and get a couple of chapters in on Crenshaw because that's what we are currently reading on the channel. And somebody was out here fighting it down, and I knew as I was reading the book, I'm like, I bet you she took my Pokemon gym. Which she probably did. I'm not all that worried about it because I know I could totally sit out here and take it back. But I just got like 40 plus golden raspberries from Lapras Day yesterday. So did I really want to use them on a brand new gym that I've just acquired and started putting random berries in to clear my inventory? Kind of, and then kind of not. Did I record it? I think I did. Hopefully future Connie will add other bits of gameplay that I've done today, which was I walked about 2 blocks down the street. I have been looking for bronzer quests because I am stuck on bronzer right now because it's the newest shiny, short of the shiny Lapras that came out yesterday for most people who were able to play Lapras Day. And before that, though, we've had this wonderful raid week event that's been going on, and they gave us shiny bronzer. I have one, and now I'm greedy, and I want more than one, and I can't seem to catch one. They don't have a lot of wild spawns, so I defaulted to the quests, and the quest was where I got my first one, and I've probably done... I feel like I'm speaking too much to the extreme because I'm a little over dramatic. I feel like I've done at least 30 quests, which is probably very true based on the number of bronzers that I still have in my inventory that I haven't traded away yet. Because I did trade a bunch of bronzers with a friend to get some, to try and get a lucky bronzer, which I did get, which is awesome. But I already have my perfect bronzong, and I have it powered up ready for PvP, which is awesome because I was able to use it in my first ever tournament when I figured since they were down a man, I guess I could kind of try to get into PvP. I don't know enough of the lore and I don't know enough of the typing. I feel like I would have to do a lot of research and a lot of homework in order to be effective on the fly like you need to be when you go out and do PvP tournaments. So I didn't anticipate to do very well. I actually ended up doing 3rd place in that tournament. And I don't actually know if I'm gonna participate in the Rainbow Cup yet, because that's a lot more typing and a lot more Pokemon that I'm just not familiar with when it comes to PvP. It's not my strong suit, so I don't really want to do it, but I had been explaining and I've been conversing with the gentlemen that were in my car, because I have 3 other PvP players that I've been driving today, and I said the way that it seems Pokemon Go is going, and I watched trainer tips videos I always watch those with Mustachio, my husband, and sometimes Ivy Bear, to the point that she knows the song if she wanted to sing along, which was super cute. Always super cute. Shameless plug, you could probably see pictures and video of my child on my Instagram, and I think I'm on Twitter and Facebook. A lot of people enjoy watching her grow up via Facebook because she grows all the time. Didn't realize that there were people still doing things back here. Anywho, we were talking about, like, why do they keep recycling legendaries? And I said probably to try to make PvP more of a thing. This is just my opinion, but for the handful of people in the community that I have talked with that are really into PvP, all I kept hearing about was, do you want to try trading Cresselias to see if they'll roll down so we can get them for Great League? Because apparently Cresselia is a beast. I am all about the shinies. If you want to know how I play this game for shinies. I want rare Pokemons that can be pretty and shiny and different. And so I'm all about Community Day shinies. I'm all about those rare event shinies. I want them all. I'm greedy. And I don't just want them for me. I want them so that I can have the ability to share them with other people. Because that's been one of the best parts of Pokemon Go, is that there's such a strong community. There are definitely people who jumped on the bandwagon when it was a fad in 2016, but it's 2019, and there are definitely people that are like, you mean you still play that game? Yes. If you only knew how big the community still is and how much people are still buying into this game, myself included, you would know that this wasn't just a fad. This was like something that people are very passionate about, something that people are willing to put their money into and their time, and they've made friends that are basically family within this community. There's so many different connections that people have been able to make, and it's been really awesome. And I think Niantic still wants that to continue for obvious business reasons, but also at the same time, it's keeping that game relevant and interesting and new for people who maybe aren't into PvP, like me. I'm in it for the shinies, but I can't help but think that at some point they are going to keep trying to bring people in so that they can better use this mechanic that's already in the game. And it's not bad, but it's still not my favorite thing. Like, when I go out to do PvP now, I'm purposely attempting to try and get shinies that I can power up that have decent enough IVs so that when I go to do PvP, I can show off my shinies. That's what I use my shiny Machamp for. I have that set up in a way that I now have a Machamp for PvP. It just happens to be shiny because I had to trade for it, because darn if I couldn't find one of those during that event. Grr. I did find 2 Mankeys and had to trade one because I have lots of different trading friends that help me out a lot when I can't find shinies, or I'm too impatient to wait to find my shiny. Because eventually, I'm of the belief that you will find one someday. Eventually, that's how I felt for my shiny female Nidoran. Every time I tapped on one for hundreds of them after that shiny came out, I was like, someday you will be shiny. And I have since found 2 and was able to trade one of them to one of the gentlemen that is riding in my car, because why not? Half the fun of getting these shinies is getting shinies with decent IVs so I can show them off in PvP, but also to like share them with other people, because I think there are a lot of people who like shinies too, or things that are just pretty and fun. So that's my thoughts and theories about how Pokemon Go is going. Pokemon Go is not dead. It is alive and well, and people are making a huge bank and living off of it. Someday, I'm not enough of a Pokemon goer that I feel like I could really make money off of it, because I just don't have the business eye and haven't really thought about that for who I am, for who my brand is and my content. I just enjoy it as much as other people who play do too. Wow, this has been a 10-minute babbling video. It's fun to just babble sometimes. So that's what I do. And until then, you know, like a lot of people who've asked questions about my outro is basically talking about life. If I could give any one piece of advice that's kind of generic across the board, is be careful with that and enjoy. Please and thank you. And I will see you for the next video. Extreme Oddish Close Up.